are once again. All right. We're live. Hello.
Oh, we're live. Hi, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Psychic Sundays Live with your host, Sally Diane, and our marvelous producer right here. Sorry we were a few minutes late, but we had...
Can you do that all again and yell even louder?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I can. All right. Hi, everybody. So, welcome. I hope you've all had a good week. And let's just get right into the questions. Ooh. Who's first?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, let's see. It looks like it would be...
Blue Snapper?
Blue Snapper, yes.
Okay, spirit messages.
Spirit messages for Blue Snapper. Okay. What does Spirit want Blue Snapper to know? And we'll just cut up 3 cards here. All right. So the first thing that Spirit is letting you know is that you're getting clogged. You're getting kind of bogged down in a quagmire of emotions. And it feels like there's all these reasons and excuses why you can't move on. And it's basically talking about you getting involved in your own emotions. And so you're holding yourself back. So as usual, we're always our own worst enemies. And then you have the 4 of Pentacles reversed. And right side up, it's a card of the miser and of holding on to things. And here it's reversed, but it feels like it, again, is what you're doing to yourself. Spirit's just saying you're doing all this to yourself. You're holding yourself back. You're getting too caught up in the whole money prospect of things. And what that means is sometimes we get so focused in on money that we actually chase it away. We kind of get money hungry, and we don't mean to do that. And then positively aspected, you have the Ace of Swords, and it's the Ace of Swords reversed, and that's about the sword of truth, and it's reversed. So it's saying that, you can tell who's lying to you and who's not, but right now you're choosing not to see it. So Spirit's kind of saying, quit harming yourself.
And next we have Ramdai.
Hello.
Ramdai wants to know what they need to know for March.
All right. Yeah, we are in the last week of February.
Is that right?
Yeah, I know. For a short month, it sure seemed long and cold.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, hopefully with
bills are due soon.
Yeah, well, hopefully with the last month of February, we're also the last week in February, we're also coming close to the close of winter. So let's get back to Ramdai. And so let's look at March for Ramdai. You've got all major arcana cards, and what that says is that the universe is on your side. So it's kind of like the wind is at your back in March. So March is a good month for you to kind of be willing to make changes. And when I see the Hierophant's about doing what's expected of you, but I just kind of get this idea that you've tried to present your ideas before. Some of the things that you've tried to present before hasn't been successful. And they're saying, hey, man, present your ideas again. But this is a month of change, and it's also a month of prosperity. So with spring brings a newer chapter of your life. Excellent reading.
All right. Next we have O'Neill.
Hi, O'Neill.
Looking for spirit messages for the week ahead.
All right. Spirit messages for O'Neill. And keep in mind, I am using the tarot cards, but if anybody wants the runes, just request them. They're sitting right here. Okay, so O'Neill and spirit messages for O'Neill. And this one kind of... This one was sort of turning. And this 4 of Cups is about dissatisfaction. It's sort of looking what you can't have and not what's being presented to you in the universe. And because it's reversed, it's kind of telling me that you're not paying attention to the gifts that the universe is presenting to you. So reassess the playing field right in front of you. Ooh, nice. You've got some cups happening here. All right, cups and pentacles and more pentacles. So you've got earth and water. So sometimes that makes mud, but hopefully not for you. Hopefully it makes some nice clay. Okay, so what it says is that this is a time for you to focus more on family and love and issues of family and love. The Page of Pentacles reversed is about, the page is messengers, the pentacles, of course, is money. And it's saying that you might not, in the month of April, you might not get, in the month of March, you might not get everything that you're looking for financially or money-wise, but it's certainly a good time for you emotionally. So this is a time for you to focus more on friendships and love than money itself.
And our next victim is Speak Knowledge, who'd love a room reading.
Ooh, hi, Speak Knowledge. And it's nice to see you. Welcome back. We know that Speak Knowledge is a return offender. So, and Jasmina, can you ask a little louder? Okay. So, Speak Knowledge, a love reading with the runes. Okay, so what does the runes have to say about for Speak Knowledge? And this right here, and I'm going to start right at the end. It ends with Hagalis, which is hail, and it talks about disruption. So I do see things changing for you love-wise right here, but it's also talking about truth. And, just put your roots in truth. So don't base any new relationships. Don't base anything on a lie at all. Truth is very important. There are changes coming up for you in love. There are blessings coming for you. So you are strong in the area of love, even though you don't feel that way. Yeah, so you've got ice on one side and hail on the other side, and both of them are fate runes. So it says that you are coming out of a period of stillness and what have you. So I know that's been probably frustrating, but you have Hagalis, which is hail, and when Hagalis comes in, things happen pretty fast. So always be honest, don't accept lies, and know that things are going to, when they break loose, they are going to break loose quick and furious. You might end up getting two at once.
What happened to your water? I brought you a full glass of ice.
And it's sitting in the studio, sorry. Okay, so.
Next we have Jasmina, who wants a new job.
Oh, Jasmina. Oh.
Come on down.
Yeah, okay, so what's the best advice about a new job for Jasmina? Okay, first and foremost, you've got Urus, and that is the wild ox. And so it talks about a position of strength. And so, stand on your strength. You know what you do well. Stubbornness does help. So, whatever you're doing to get a job, make sure you follow through. Stubbornness and tenacity are definitely your friends here. So no wishy-washy or anything like that. So yeah, that you've got some changing situations. Your general situation in the job market is changing. You do have this idea of contracts coming up. And so you are strong there. And there's also this element of kin. So keep your ears open when you're around your family, because you might get hints from some of the things that your family says as to where to look for new jobs.
Okay, next we have Sean, who's looking for guidance for the weekend.
Oh, our friend Sean G. So nice to see you. And we'll get out these cards and see what the cards have to say for Sean and the week ahead. And of course, everybody can see what's happening for them the week ahead on Pick a Card, which is coming up in about 10 minutes or so. But let's see what the cards have to tell our friend Sean about the week ahead. We have 1, 2, and 3. You have 6 of Cups, the Lovers reverse, which is another 6, and we have Death. And death is about change and things moving forward. It looks like this week you've got these 2 cards, which says, negatively speaking, you kind of have, you're it feels like around you are a lot of overgrown adolescents, basically. And so they might be a little gossipy, they might be a little immature, a lot of bit immature. Bless their hearts. Know that you're going to have to deal with them. You don't need to sink to their level. But do know that there are a lot of adolescents around you, and there is a sort of a lack of maturity. But when I look ahead at what's positive for you this week, you have the Death card. And the Death card is about change and a change of circumstances. So it looks like this is a good week for you to kind of rise to the top here, show your more adult, grown-up side, and know that there are changes that could positively impact you happening.
Welcome, everybody. I see some new faces here. Dorella, please add question marks to your questions. That way the program I use to put them up on screen will read them. Next, we have Brother Chris.
Hi, Brother Chris.
Are there any messages from my mother after 1 here?
Okay.
You're welcome, Sean.
I think your mother's still a little confused, and the only reason I say that, Chris, is because all I'm getting from your mom is that she's saying, well, what do you want me to say? So I don't really know. Okay, so you've got that.
Thank you, Dorella.
Okay, so I do feel like you have heard from her. You just aren't aware of it. I think maybe that she's visiting you as a younger woman, or her energies are a little bit different, because it just feels like I've met your mother, and the person that's coming through sounds a lot younger and more confident. So she's not, the message that's coming through for you is not exactly what you were expecting to hear from your mother. First off, negatively speaking, you've got the Three of Swords, but it's the Three of Swords reverse, which says that you're kind of getting stuck in this, you're kind of getting stuck in your own sorrow, and it makes it hard for you you're having a hard time moving beyond it. But your mother is definitely there. She's talking to you in a younger voice. And like I said, she wants to know, what do you want to know from her? So formulate a question and ask her. Okay.
Excellent. Next, we have Bonita. Bonita wants to know about the week ahead.
Okay. The week ahead has 7 days, and most of them are in February. That's so funny. Hang on, Bonita. Let's see the week ahead for Bonita.
Open mic nights on Wednesday, not Sundays.
Still funny. So the week ahead, I think that we have Bonita fed up to here with men. And that's exactly the way I'm going to put it, because you get the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands, and they're both kind of moving in the same direction. So they're moving toward the positive, but I get this feeling that, bless their hearts, men can be a little hard to take, and it just feels like you're not feeling like playing the boys' game, because positively aspected, and this is toward the end of the week, I see you just moving on. So you are going to get enough of them by the end of the week. You're going to just kind of be saying, move on, move on. So it would not surprise me if you maybe lost your temper a little this week.
Next, we have Patricia.
Hi, Patricia.
Will I be most likely renting a room or my own apartment next?
All right.
Your own apartment.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like Patricia's ready for an adult life. I know she laughed at that one. Okay, so let's see. Where is the universe sending Patricia? Ooh, yeah, you're going to find some place. This feels like it's in the spring. It just has a real feeling of Easter around it. You know, you don't just have the communion wafer there and that whole idea of communion and rebirth and peace and all the things that are surrounded around Easter. So you do definitely have a springtime feeling. Okay. And yeah, you have about 2 months, and it 2 months for 8 weeks. So you're still looking around April. So it's giving you an idea of around April, between April and June. You remember I said you wanted to lead a grown-up life? Yes, you want to lead a grown-up life. You need more privacy than a roommate will afford you. So right around April, you will find your own place. Not a roommate situation. You're just too grown up for that. And when it happens fast. Like in a day.
Hang out at your favorite church.
Yeah.
Okay. Dorella. When will Tony be reaching out to me? He's a Cancer.
He sure is. Oh, you met somebody born in late June, early July. Oh, okay. That's funny. Okay, Dorella, let's see what the cards have to say about Tony. What do we have to say about Tony the Moonchild? That's what I call Cancers. Okay. Ooh. Oh. You know something? You dodged a bullet there. I should have known when something like that came out. The first two cards you have, you don't even need to be a reader to know that they're not nice cards. Got this guy with all the knives through his back and the devil. Tony is not what he appears to be. And I don't know what kind of game he's playing, but I do know that when I look at the road ahead, I feel a lot of happiness that is not around Tony. These are just so wildly different. This is what you're looking at right now. And I don't know. It's almost like he's a devil that you recognize. There's something about him that kind of puts a hook in you, for lack of a better way to put it. But I do see that by the end of March, you're in a much better situation relationship-wise. But I don't believe it's with Tony.
Next, we have Toxic Waif.
Oh, hi there.
Toxic Waif wants to know about the week ahead.
Oh, yeah, the week ahead.
The week ahead. My microphone. Does that sound better? Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so the week ahead, it's going to be a funny emotional week. It feels like there's a situation, emotionally a manipulative situation, and this just got family all over it. So I think I know where this is coming from, but I do feel like this week some of the things that you've been suspecting, kind of fretting about and sure this is going to happen. You know how they talk about gaslighting people where you're being hurt, but there's that denial. It feels like you've been gaslit by somebody close to you. And even though you've known about it, there's just nothing you can do about it. But this week, you get the resolution. This week, you get the confirmation that you were right, and you were right to put some distance between you and this person. So, good on you, Toxic Waif. sometimes we have to stand our own ground against negativity, don't we?
Next, we have Kara James, who wants to know if the guides have anything to tell her.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. That just sounded like a runes question. Okay, Kara, first off, your guides are saying, hey, man, you need to pick up your head and look at the road ahead. You know, you've got some blessings coming your way, but feels like you've kind of been walking around looking at the ground and not seeing what's right ahead of you, because your guides are saying, you know, you are strong, you are positively aspected, and the months ahead brings you success. And this has a real feeling of spring, summer. When things start moving forward for you, they move forward quickly. And also look for things to go better relationship wise, because it looks like you've just got a more cooperative group of people around you ahead. Ooh, cool, Libra.
What will be my next job?
Oh. Did you ever watch that movie, The Jerk? Oh, anyhow, cool Libra's next job. Somebody thought that was funny. Okay, cool Libra's next job. Let's see. Cool Libra. Area of career. Okay, Libra, the one thing that shows up and on the negative is this Ten of Cups, which is kind of like the happily ever after card. So it's sort of like you might be. I feel like what the cards are saying is you're kind of having unrealistic expectations job wise. It's like it's not that the employment isn't there for you. It's that you need to. It's kind of like no matter what career you're in, it's you who determines how you get ahead. Even the lowliest job, even a job pumping gas, if you play your cards right, can build into management and ownership of a station and ownership of a whole bunch of stations. So you can always, no matter where you start, you can always work your way up. And what the guides are saying, it's not so much what your next job is, but what you're willing to do to work your way up. Honestly speaking. Okay. So, who's our next victim?
Braveheart wants a love reading.
You do, Braveheart. Oh, you know how I am with love readings. Okay, Braveheart. How can you call yourself Braveheart when it's you're always wanting to know about love? And I just worry that maybe you're not as brave of heart as you say you are. Let's see what the cards have to say. Braveheart and love. I really feel like you're lovable. I think that maybe you're not willing to risk your neck. Mm-hmm. Okay, so as far as love goes, it's sort of you have all these expectations. So it's almost like you're building your dream partner in your mind, and you're carrying around all this list of stuff that even though if you found somebody that had everything on your list and checked all the boxes, maybe you'd be happy and maybe you wouldn't. But this idea of always looking for the next one and worried about settling. You know, what if I settle down and I'm with somebody 5 years and all of a sudden I start aging well and they start aging crappy? What's that going to leave me? And you know, and I don't mean to say that you're being shallow. I just mean to say that you're not taking the time to let a relationship just happen. You know, you're going out with a shopping list. And I think that maybe you should just go out with the expectations of having a good time and knowing whatever relationship gets started, what it becomes is up to you and the other person in the relationship. So the possibility is there, it's always been there. It's up to you to realize it.
Just because you got a shopping list doesn't mean you can afford it.
Or that's actually what you want.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for Pick a Card. Sally's already shuffled her cards. She's going to draw 3 of those now. You pick one of those cards ahead of time. The reading for that card is your reading for the week ahead, that week being February 24th. Woo!
Yeah, last week of February. So which card did you choose? Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? If you pick card number 1, then your tarot card for the week is the Death card. Now, don't take a breath in or anything. The Death card is actually a card of political change. So look for the politics to change around you. Look for people's attitudes to change a little bit. So be extra attentive to what's going on around you. And whatever changes come this week, embrace them and move forward with them. Okay, and good luck. This is a major arcana card, which means the hand of fate is there right alongside of you. Did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2, you have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So the Ten of Pentacles is about long-term wealth. It is about it is about family and a good foundation. Because it's reversed, it does say that you might be at the beginning of the journey this week as far as planting the seeds for future prosperity. So focus on the future this week. Did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 3, then your card is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups reversed, and the Ten of Cups reversed is sort of your happily ever after card. It's having the home and the love and the kids and the whole 9 yards. And so, again, another fortunate week for those who pick card number 3. And this is a fortunate week in love and relationships. This is a good starting point. Not the end point, but the starting point. So this week, be willing to focus more on your relationships and opening up a 2-way communication in your relationships. Okay. Happy last week of February, everybody. And we will see you again next week for another episode of Pick a Card.
And back we are. Are we back?
Yes, we are. And before we move on, I just want to say thank you to Marcy for being here with us every Sunday. We appreciate her so much. I gather that she is... Are you still in the Sunshine State, Marcy? Or are you back here in Canada?
Next we have Cindy C. We are still in Canada for a bit. Do you see us going back to Florida early, mid, or late March?
Oh my God, why would you want to?
Well, they do. You know,
Yeah, it's warm. It's warm. Sorry.
They got friends with upside down pineapples to go see.
Upside down what?
Pineapples.
Okay. All right. Cindy C. in Florida. Okay. Ooh. Cards are a little sticky. Aw. Well, I know you'd definitely like to. It's just part of your normal, I see that with the Nine of Pentacles. This is your normal your normal way of doing things. This is your life. This is how you have everything set up. But right dead center you have strength reversed. So I'm afraid that my question again was valid. It just feels like there's more than just there's things working against you that this just seems like it might be a weak thing to do. Yeah, I just think that because of everything that's going on, and I know when I see this positively aspected, you have the Six of Pentacles, but it's the Six of Pentacles reversed. So it just feels like things aren't going to quite pan out the way you want them to. I really feel like, yes, you can go down to Florida, but it feels like it might be too much money or too many things working against you on it. So I'm not going to give you a definite no on it, but I'm going to say that things seem to be working against you.
Next, we have Vibe with the Connect. Who's looking for spirit messages?
Okay. And again, I am using the cards, but anybody that wants the runes, just ask for them. They're sitting right there. Okay, so Vibe with the Connect. Message from Spirit. Okay, so the spirit messages, first off, it feels like as far as spirit messages go, you receive them on a regular basis. I see that right in the star. It feels like there's this open channel of communication, but you have your doubts about it. It feels almost like you have other people around you who present themselves as being spiritually attached, and they don't want to give you permission to have the kind of spiritual connection that you have. But Spirit says that they talk to you just fine. Don't pay attention to anybody that says it's got to be A, B, C, or D, because it feels like there's a lot of people that want to weigh you down in little details.
Oh, that old trick in the occult.
Yeah.
SR Kitch is back with us.
Well, hello. How are you?
She wants to know about the week ahead.
The week ahead. Okay. A week ahead for SR Kitch. Well, if you want alone quiet time, you're not going to get much of it this week. Although it does feel like some of the things that you've been looking to happen are starting to unfold. So I feel like this week you're going to want to have a down week, a chill week, and the universe just isn't going to let you. It seems like every day it's something. So it's every day, boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Yeah, there are some big changes coming up. This is another one where you have the three major arcana cards. So the universe is on your side, and there are changes coming up, some big changes coming up. So it's worth your while to be quite active. Also, I see a child here that I know that you have your little guy, and it feels like your little guy is going to have an exceptional week. He feels really chatty, so it looks like you come home from work and all you want again is peace and quiet, and the little ones are like this too. So no peace and quiet this week, but very active week. A lot can be accomplished this week, so make sure you take your Geritol.
Adamar.
Thank you for about the nails. He's been bugging me forever to put some polish on my nails.
Adamar wants to know. I recently met a girl I felt was my soulmate, and I'm having a hard time letting go. Was she, or am I being delusional?
Well, you got to be careful when you fall that hard, because that's obsession. But let's see what the cards have to say, because what do I know? Yeah, it feels like she really got you confused on some stuff. Okay, so this idea of sacrifice, which I don't understand. So you recently met a girl that you felt was your soulmate, and the very first thing they say is, sometimes you can be really confused about these sort of things. Like you might be a little bit in love with love. However, they are saying, just take a deep breath, be cool, dial it back a little bit, and know that yes. This here is sometimes called the wish card. And I don't want to get you all excited because I don't want you to get, like what the cards are saying is, yeah, this is as good as you think, but you can't let your confusion show, and just play it cool. So you're still okay. Just have a cup of tea, take it easy. You're okay.
Okay.
Hi, Diane.
Am I going to get a job soon? I should have started drinking earlier.
Oh, quit asking about jobs, guys. Okay. And I meant that specific word. Okay, so the will you get a job soon? Yes. You should get a job by spring. It feels like you've got Osil, which is homeland here, so it is kind of, yeah, I don't know whether you've already put out your feelers or you've already had a job interview or you've already put out it feels like you've already put one step into this. So yes, you're going to get a job, and this is the Rune of the Hunter. And so when he shows up, it says, yeah, you're going to get what you were looking for, which is a job. Okay, so at the root of it, you have Ansus, which is sometimes called ancestral god. So it kind of says that, your ancestors are watching over you. And it feels like some of your innate abilities, whether it's in math or art or creativity or three-dimensional thinking, some of your naturally born talents have shown through, and they will get you a job. Oh, yeah, you're definitely going to get a job. You've got Jera Harvest. Yeah, you're going to get a job. Just relax. Have a cup of tea. It's a good week.
Any kind of timeline on that? Because I realize when people ask for soon, it's difficult because the universe has no idea what the hell soon is.
Yeah, it really, you're asking a timeless universe. A century and a second are pretty much well the same. But what I am getting is a time of ancestors in the sun. So I am reading that to be around the time of Easter, which I think is late March.
Next, we have Wendy. Will I get to meet Elon Musk in person?
Will you throw a rotten tomato at him? Please? Okay, so sorry, I couldn't help myself. Okay, will you get to meet Elon Musk in person? Ugh. He probably already has a rotten tomato to throw at him. Oh, there's your answer. You're not going to see him in person, but you are, well, you're not going to meet him, but you are going to see him. Whether this is, he's probably giving a speech or something, you're going to see him from a distance, but it's kind of like that from the outside looking in.
All right. Next, we have Mariana. Anything coming to me soon? Well, there's another soon question.
Oh my goodness.
What's going on for Mariana?
What's going on for Mariana?
You're welcome, Diane.
I don't know. She's just kind of got anything good happening for me soon. It just feels like this is somebody who's had a hard knock year. Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. So we're going to talk about the tower first, because I could just tell as soon as you asked that question, I could feel it pulling down on me. Like it just felt like the universe is just battering you and battering you and battering you and beating you down, and you see that in the tower. And the thing of it is that with the tower comes in and takes what is unnecessary out of our life. So everything that the universe has seemed to grab away from you are things that you don't need. So trust in the process. Know that sometimes it doesn't feel that way, but things are going as they should. My guess is this is probably going to be a positive card, and of course it is. It's a Page of Pentacles and probably another good card, fairly good card. Okay, so you have the Tower, and it's opposed by the Hangman. The Tower is about like the Tower of Babel. The Tower of Babel was crushed because people of Babylon were wasting their resources on it, and it feels like you've been kind of chasing rainbows almost. And it says that the reason everything's been taken away from you that you've been working for is to make you wait for something good. And there is something good coming. And you have the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is about Odin, about the Well of Ymir, the gift of, sometimes it's called the Jesus on the cross. So again, I'm putting around Easter. So you've kind of got, over the next month or so, you are going to find that things are going to start getting better for you and better for you and better for you. And it starts out with the Page of Pentacles, which is a messenger, which is a message about money, a positive message about money. So things are turning around. Good things are coming your way.
Next, we have Donna Butler.
Oh, hi, Donna.
Do I have any messages from past loved ones? And if she doesn't, she has a second question as well.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Donna, the mailbox is empty.
Any messages? Let's just see. I know what she's looking for. You got a message of love. And I know who that comes from. Yeah. Okay, so this is, it starts out with the horse, two-way love, and that idea of harvest. And so there is that it's kind of like you are getting a thank you for the gift of life and love from past loved ones.
And her second question is, will we be able to find a house to buy soon? You got the wrong realtor.
Yeah, it probably go a little bit over, closer to the home base.
They got the wrong realtor. They need the jump horse.
Yeah. Let's just pull out a couple runes on that one. Yeah. Yeah, I just get this feeling that you'll be able to find something by the time June rolls around.
Next, we have Benafsha. Spirit guide messages.
Spirit guide messages for Benafsha. Okay, so that feels right. So what Spirit is telling you is that even though you feel like things have fizzled out a little bit, you have been off to a good start, and look for things to heat up with the weather. You know, and some of the things like it feels like whatever it is you're working on, you've kind of limped along and started, but it feels like you haven't really, like it hasn't picked up, and it just feels like once you get into May and June, you are going to get things moving pretty quickly in your favor. It also feels like you are going to start getting some dream messages from past loved ones, and I'm feeling like you've got a grandfather there who's going to be reaching through to you through your dreams. Okay. And it also says that it also, and this feels like it's sort of looking ahead, but it says that you will eventually have a son. Okay.
Next, we have Cap Moon, who's new here. Welcome
Hi,
to the
Cat
channel.
Moon.
Group, channel, whatever. Should I restart my clothing brand or let it go? Cap Moon, you need to restart it because you did not accomplish what you wanted to. And until you do, you're always going to kick yourself in the ass.
Yeah. Win, lose, or indifferent. But we're going to see what the cards have to say. Maybe they can give you some advice, because it really feels like you're starting at a cold, dead zero sort of thing there. So, yeah, you've had a hard time with it. There's something about the legalities there. I'm not sure what that is, but like you said, yeah, it's still a good idea. You just have to get off this hard. Yeah, it feels like you've kind of been put down into a pit, and this is with legalities and that. So yes, you should start again, but you should start again with a clearer vision, because you still have a good idea here.
Yep. Same thing I got.
Same thing.
Diamond, welcome. Can you please tell me when my son will be doing better mentally and emotionally?
That's up to him. But I am going to throw some cards. Okay, so Diamond Sun. Interesting. See, you got that duality there, the duality there. Okay, so and you said better mentally and emotionally, which it sounds like it's two things, but it's even shown here. It's two separate things. Yeah, he's really had a time of it, and he hasn't been able to kind of sort out his own feelings here. But it does look like he's been handed a couple of options, and it feels like you can either do counseling or medicine. It's just one way or another. But it looks like, remember I said it's up to him? He's got a decision to make. And once he makes up his mind, you ask for a when, I'm getting April. April, he kind of brightens up and wakes up. It feels like maybe he's been in a major funk, maybe a little bit of depression there.
Depression? Is it circular?
Yeah, circular. Oh, okay.
That's no more questions unless somebody asks one.
Okay, well, thank you everybody for
you got another 7 minutes. You got to
I have
scratch
another
now.
7 minutes.
Well, yeah. I mean, you were reading so fast today.
I was. Oh my goodness. And I was worried that I was just Went on too long. All right. So, do we have any other questions here? Now, anybody who would want a reading in person with me, I am doing my readings online now, and that's because of my health. So, if you want to reading with me, just send an email to info@sallydiane.com, and I will get back in touch and we can set up a reading online from anywhere in the world. I read both on Zoom, Skype, and my favorite Facebook Messenger.
We have a question for Firefly Magic.
Oh, my favorite kind of magic.
Will Scorpio come forward to express his feelings for me? That's pretty presumptuous of you, Firefly.
Yeah, what's going on with you, Firefly? Let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say about what's going on.
If you have feelings for this person, then you need to go and let them know instead of waiting around. What the hell?
Well, I know it just feels a little, yeah. You see, starts out with Tower. It feels like Firefly Magic is kind of hiding behind something to... Sometimes we hide behind a fantasy because it's less work than dealing with reality.
So how do we stop this?
And I think that's what's happening here, where you've kind of got yourself focused on somebody who's not likely to talk to you as the one you're going to put your attention onto, because then you don't have to do the work. Yeah, here we go. Because the thing you have right in the middle is the star. So as scary as it might seem, you do have something very good coming your way. Something that you've wished and hoped for. Okay, so are you going to... It does feel like, you've got... I'm sorry, I just saw the one that Donna had. Maybe. Anyhow, so back to Firefly Magic. Firefly Magic, don't worry about this one or that one right now. Know that you have hope out there, and the universe does want to fulfill that hope. I think that Scorpio is just a little bit far away, but I think it's a burden that you've put upon yourself. So let go of Scorpio and focus in on what you really want. Make eye contact with those close to you. Make eye contact and smile and open up a true communication here. All right, so Cindy
C wants spirit messages. Donna Butler, no, we're not going to do one of those readings. There's enough people on there doing that already. There's no need to add to that noise.
I know. It's about time to have one, though, because everybody else has backed off. Which, of course, everybody was shocked by it. There was only one psychic that I knew that got that one right, and that was Nina, who is one of our Canadian ones, and she's close to Ottawa. Well, I'd love to.
Really?
Yeah, she's close to Ottawa. She was working for the post office before the strike. She's good.
Are you
really
sure?
like. I'm positive.
Are you sure she's not on the west?
Yeah, she was, but she moved across.
Oh.
Yeah.
You pay attention to that stuff more than
I do.
All right, back to Cindy C's and her spirits.
Any messages from Spirit for me? Okay, Cindy C. So.
It says add ice.
Yeah. Okay, so first you got the Ken, and Ken talks about family, and it says, the thing that's right now that Spirit's saying is stick close to your family. It does feel like there is travel coming up, but it also feels like there has to be some planning for those. So there's certain things around this travel that you're going to have to take care of. Good news around your family. It does feel like you've got serendipity. You've got this Gabu, which just talks about an unexpected gift coming your way. So it does look like the summer does have some surprises for you, some happy surprises. some very happy surprises. It looks like you and your husband are going to have some fun this summer.
Just to clarify, there's a rune called Gabu, not a gay boo.
Although it could be gay boo.
Toxic Wave wants to know. No.
Really? He managed to get the Army choir there? I figured that all the service members are probably giving him the one-fingered salute, but okay. And no, I didn't hear the governor's ball was hosted, had music. Last time I saw something with him that had music was the village people doing the YMCA.
Oh my God, that was
Oh
so
my God.
sad.
So sad. So sad. They're doing the YMCA and he's there doing this, you know. Okay, so
It's time to shut her down.
it's time to shut her down. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in for another week. And we will see you again next week right here for another episode of Psychic Sundays Live. And I'm sending love to all of you. Love you, cuz.